Okay, welcome friends to our simple, yes I said simple, solid granny square crochet along. We got our hook, which is a US I9 5.5 millimeter, and our crochet yarn, which I said was the number 4, and we've got some markers to mark our corner stitches. So let's get right to it. Let's do our beginning loop here, and don't ask me what this is called. I keep forgetting, so whatever. That thing. You want to put that on your hook. Now, some patterns say crochet 6 chains, some say 4. I suggest doing 3 or a magic ring. However, for our crochet along, we're going to do 4 so that you can see the middle center point. So let's start by crocheting 4 chains. 1, 2, 3, and 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, and we're going to stick our hook into the beginning chain. Now hold the bottom there a little bit and pull your yarn through. I say hold the bottom so we know where our center of our chain, the center of our ring is at, okay? So now we're going to start with a chain 3. Our chain 3 will be the same as a DC double crochet. So 1, 2, 3. And we're going to make 2 more because each side will have 3 double crochets. So double crochet in our hole once and double crochet in the hole twice. Now we're going to make our corner stitch. Our corner stitch for this round only is going to be 1 treble crochet, or you may call it a triple crochet. You wind over 2 times, or yarn over, sorry. Stick your hook into that little center hole of the ring, yarn over and pull it through. You'll have 4 little loops on your hook. Yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over through 2 more, and yarn over through those last 2. Now we want to go ahead and mark that treble. That's going to be our corner stitch. All of our corner stitches are going to be worked into a treble. So now we're going to make 3 more DCs for our next side. And I'm going to show you how I wind this little tail in as I go to make it a little bit stronger so that it doesn't pop out. So I start my DC as normal, but when I pull through 2, I stop, flip the tail over, grab it from underneath, and finish off that DC. So now we made 1, we need 2 more double crochets, and I just go over top it the second time. It's like every other stitch. I'll flip that over. So under, start that DC, flip this over, flip the tail over, and finish that DC. So now we have 3 DCs, and we need to make another corner, which is a treble. So we yarn over twice, put it in our ring, yarn over again, and yarn over through 2. We only go through 2 at a time. Another 2, and our last 2. Now we want to mark that treble. That's going to be our second corner. So now we have 2 sides and 2 corners. So let's go ahead and make our third side with 3 more double crochets. Double crochet, we're going to start that, throw our tail over, let's see, over top, and hold it underneath, and finish it off, and 2 more double crochets, 1 right over top that tail, and this will be my last tuck of that tail on this one. So we're going to go start it over top, I'm going to flip it over, and you can see it's getting kind of short there. So we'll just yarn over, and I'll cut that off later on. Pull some more yarn through up through here. So we have 3 double crochets. Now we'll make our corner, which will be a treble. So yarn over twice, insert into the ring, yarn over and pull it through, and we have 4 loops. Yarn over through 2, yarn over through 2, yarn over through the last one. And there we have our 3rd corner. So let's mark that treble. You're doing great. See, I told you this was simple. Now let's push these over because we need to make room for our last row. 3 more double crochets. 1, 2, and 3. Push it over a little bit more, and let's make our last treble crochet. Yarn over twice, put it in the loop, in the ring, yarn over and pull it through. So we have 4. Yarn over through 2, yarn over through 2, yarn over through the last 2. Now we need to slip stitch into the top of our chain 3. The easiest way to find the top is to look at your first regular double crochet. You can see that that's the top of it. So the top of our chain 3 is going to be right next to it. So put your hook in there and try to get under two of the loops, so your slip stitch is tight. Pull it through and pull it through your other loop. So we did a slip stitch. Now we want to mark this treble. I should have marked that before I did the slip stitch. So right there's a slip stitch. This is the treble. So we'll mark that. So there you have the beginning of our simple, solid crochet granny square. The 4 corners, and we had doubles in between. That was easy, wasn't it? Let's continue with our second row. We're going to start again with our chain 3, 2, 3, and on the next round, I'm going to show you how to make a fake double crochet, or called a faux double crochet. So we're going to do DCs in each stitch until we get to the treble crochet stitch, and I'll show you the pattern we're going to do in that one. So double crochet in the next stitch and double crochet in the next. Now starting on this row and the next 2 rows in the treble corner stitches, we're going to make 2 doubles, 1 treble, and 2 more doubles. That will be our corner stitch. All the other stitches get a regular double crochet. Our corner stitch is going to get 2 doubles, 1 treble, 2 doubles. So let's go ahead and make our first corner stitch. Yarn over and put a double crochet in there and another double crochet. And now we're going to make our treble or triple crochet, whatever you want to call it. We yarn over twice, stick it in the stitch, yarn over and bring it through. Now we have 4 loops on our hook. Yarn over through 2, yarn over through 2, yarn over through the last 2. Now we're going to stop, put our hook in there, but we still have 2 more double crochets to make in this stitch. So 1 double crochet and 2 double crochets. Now we're going to go ahead and double crochet up to our next treble stitch. So this is 1, 2, and 3. This is a really, really easy pattern because all you're doing is double crochets until you get to your treble stitch. And you're going to take your little marker out of that stitch. 2 doubles, 1 treble, 2 doubles. So double crochet, double 1, and double 2. Now our treble, we yarn over twice, and treble crochet. Don't forget to put your hook in there. mark that treble stitch. Now we need to do 2 more in that treble, 2 more doubles. Double 1, double 2. Now we're going to go ahead, do DCs across, double crochets, real quick, 1, 2, 3, and if I go too fast, just pause the video, okay, and catch up. So here's our 3rd corner. Again, 2 doubles, 1 treble, 2 doubles. Double 1, double 2, our treble with 2, treble, crochet, and we don't forget to mark our stitch there, and we need 2 more, double 1 and double 2. Wow, look, we've got 1, 2, 3 sides and 3 corners. 1 more side and corner to go. So let's double crochet on down to our next corner. This is fun, isn't it? This is so easy. You're doing so good. Okay, our last corner. And we're going to work again. How many? 2 doubles. 1 treble, 2 doubles. Here we go. Double 1, double 2, yarn over twice, and make our treble, treble, crochet, and 2 more doubles. Well, let's put our marker in there first before we forget. And 2 more doubles in that stitch, double 1, and double 2. My yarns get tangled up on me. And we're going to go slip stitch into the top of our chain 3. And if you have a hard time seeing which is the top of that chain 3, just look at your first regular stitch and you'll see the top of it, and you know that the chain right after that is the top of your chain 3. So go in there, try to go underneath of 2 of the threads, and yarn over and pull it through that stitch and through the loop, and there you have your second row. Isn't that cute? Isn't that looking pretty? See, you can do it. And all we are going to do for this next row is continue on making doubles until we get to this corner. We'll make 2 doubles, 1 treble, 2 doubles. Double crochets up to here, 2 doubles, 1 treble, 2 doubles. Okay, let's continue. Oh, I promised to tell you that how I make the fake double crochet, or I call it faux double crochet. Now it's like making 2 single crochets, one on top of the other almost. So the stitch that you joined with, you're just going to go inside there, pull the loop through. See how you have 2 vertical loops now? Pull 1 more through, just like we made a single crochet right there. Now you have your right loop and your left loop. We're going to put the hook in through that left loop. So not the right, but the left. We'll put it in there. We're going to make another single crochet. So yarn over and pull it through. You have 2 loops left on your hook. Yarn over and through. It's a little fat, but it's better than the chain 3 that leaves a hole. However, if you don't want to try that method, you just go ahead and do your chain 3s. So let's continue making double crochets up to our next hook. Double crochets. And I think this makes such a beautiful little crochet pattern. Okay, we're up to our corner now. So let's take our hook out. And again, 2 doubles, 1 treble, 2 doubles. So double 1, double 2, a treble or triple, 2 yarns over, insert, through 2, through 2, through 2, mark our stitch. Okay, and don't forget to do our last 2 double crochets in that stitch. Double and double. So go ahead and do your double crochets in each stitch, your double, treble, double in your corner, and I'll meet you after we do the last corner, okay? We're on the last treble, our corner stitch, and double 1, double 2, treble, 2 yarns over, in the same stitch, treble crochet. Put our marker back in that stitch, and 2 more double crochets in that treble. 1, 2, and on this round we have a few more double crochets, 2 more right there that we need to do before we can slip stitch close. 1 and 2. Now we find the top of our chain 3. Oh, we did our fake double crochet, so you can see the top right there. No guesswork. So slip stitch right in there. And I'm going to show you how to do that fake double crochet, but take a look at your square. It's looking really nice, isn't it? Can you imagine these done up in different colors and a nice pretty border in between? Oh, that'd be so pretty. Okay, so if you want to keep using triple crochets, chain 3s to start with, you just go right ahead. I'm going to show you this fake DC one more time. It's like doing 2 single crochets on top of each other. So insert into the stitch that we joined, and just like we're making a single crochet, pull it through and pull it through again. Now we're going to put our hook through that left vertical bar, put our hook through there, yarn over and pull it through just like we're making another single crochet, and pull through. And that is our fake double crochet. So continue doing your DCs on down the row. Don't forget, when you get to the corner, make 2 doubles, 1 treble, 2 doubles. And you don't have to put your marker back in unless you're making plan on making a couple more rounds, but usually these are about 4 rounds. So I will see you when we get to our last corner. Okay, we just finished our last corner, and we're going to go ahead and finish up the double crochets on this last side. Actually, that's going to be our first side that we did, start where we started. So we have about 4 stitches left to do here. Double crochets in, and there's the last one. Now I'm going to do an invisible join. If you already know how to do it, then go ahead and do it. It's really very simple. All you're going to do is on this last little crochet there, you're going to go ahead and pull your thread through that and turn it towards you, so you have the front and the back will be facing you. Okay, so you're going to insert your hook into the very first stitch there, which might be the top of your chain 3, or it'll be the top of your treble fake double crochet. So we put our hook in there, and we're going to grab our yarn over, and pull it through that first stitch, pull it all the way through. You see how it has a loop right there? One thread. We're going to make it look like that was actually a stitch. So we're going to insert our hook into this last stitch, only the back loop there. So the last stitch that we made, insert it into the back to the front, grab our yarn, yarn over, and pull it through. And look, it looks like it was just a regular stitch. So I'm going to pull that out and show it to you one more time. So we had our last stitch and we pulled our yarn through it. And we were holding it like this. Now we turned it around, flipped it up so we could see our back side. So from the back to the front, we're going to go through our first, either our chain or the top of our fake double crochet stitch. From back to front, yarn over and pull it through that first stitch. It makes a little thread there. You can see the yarn. Now we're going to go through our last stitch and only go through that back loop. It's facing us, so you know, you would think it was the front loop, but I mean, if you're looking at it this way, this is front, that's the back loop. Anyway, this loop right here, from back to front, going to grab that, pull it through, and there you have your invisible join. Now what I usually do is thread a needle on my yarn and weave it through some of my vertical loops there. And when I turn, I would skip a loop and then insert it in the next loop so that you don't pull it through. And then as you're going back through, try to put your needle inside your yarn so that it stays in place. So I'll show you that in the tips later on. There you have your first simple, solid granny square. How'd you do? Let me know in our group comment.